gentlemen, coming up into the ring at the Hemisphere Arena in San Antonio, Texas, is the King, Jerry Lawler. He is preparing to go in what is going to be probably a pile driver against a pile driver, as we're waiting the appearance of Mr. Pile Driver himself, Bob Sweetan. And here he comes on the right, entering this huge crowd here at the Hemisphere Arena. Our referee, Jack Howe, is already in the ring. And what a match this ought to be. The King, Jerry Lawler from Memphis, Tennessee. You can see him in the ring. And there he is, Mr. Pile Driver Bob Sweetan, and now Marty Martinez, a ring announcer, will be making the introductions. A tremendous crowd on hand for the event number 2. The King, Jerry Lawler, now being introduced. And Bob Sweetan will get his introduction here at the Hemisphere Arena. And you can hear the roar of the crowd. They're on the side of Bob Sweetan. Now, Jerry Lawler has the microphone, and he says he'd like to have a little more respect from the people. He's saying you're having the privilege to see a network television star. Of course, he's speaking about his appearance with Andy Kaufman on some of the late night shows. The David Letterman show was the latest he's appeared on. Referee Jack Howe trying to tell Jerry Lawler to put the crown and everything else outside the ring, and let's get underway with the action. This has to be the first time that these two have met in many, many years. It may be the first time they've ever met. Both of them claim to be the best at applying the pile driver. Bob Sweetan calls himself Mr. Pile Driver. Jerry Lawler calls himself the King. So only time will tell here on Southwest Championship Wrestling as we've moved into the big arena to bring you these exciting matches. Oh, Lawler not liking what Sweetan might do. Sweetan is threatening to step on the crown of the King, Jerry Lawler. Lawler doesn't like it at all. The referee is telling Sweetan no, but that doesn't mean anything. Sweetan is still standing. And now he reaches down and picks up the crown, and he puts it on his head, and the fans love it. Well, I don't think Lawler likes it at all, but he's not going to go over and take it away. And Sweetan takes his cape, the cape of Jerry Lawler, and wipes the toes of his boots with it. Now Lawler comes out of the ring. Jerry Lawler outside the ring. The bell has not sounded for the start of this match yet. We're waiting for Lawler to get back into the ring, and I'm sure as soon as he steps in, the bell will sound and we'll be underway with this match. Referee Jack Howe checks over Jerry Lawler. Lawler backs away from him. And ladies and gentlemen, the man standing back here to my right is interested in this match, Cowboy Scott Casey. And Scott, I know you can tell me about the pile driver here, Jerry Lawler and Bob Sweetan. Sweetan applied it to you.
That's absolutely right, Steve. I was out of wrestling for almost 2 months. Rapidio, you and Steve both know that I've been wrestling for almost 10 years now, and I've never had anything affect me like this pile driver does. What I'm watching here is I'm watching a match with a lot of mixed emotion. I'd like to see Bob Sweetan win it. I'd like to see Jerry Lawler win it. I really don't know who, but I'll tell you one thing. Whoever wins it is going to win with a pile driver. I feel that deep down inside because, fellas, That's their game there. That's their hold, the pile driver.
Okay, thank you, Scott. Stick around because we'll be calling on you to... Well, Sweetan and Lawler... Oh. I don't know whether you could hear that over the microphone, but Jerry Lawler telling Bob Sweetan, he said he's about as bad as that Andy Kaufman. He slapped Kaufman across the face, and now he slapped Sweetan, but I don't believe Lawler really means that because he knows what Sweetan is.
Well, I'll say one thing, fellas. You're looking at a man, Bob Sweetan, who I know like the back of my hand, and there's about 285 pounds in there. He's going against one Jerry Lawler, and he's about 240. But let me tell you what, it's like the unstoppable force against the immovable force. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a rough match either way you go.
Okay, here we are now up in the ring. Here we go now, Jerry Lawler, Bob Sweetan. Well, the referee, Jack Howe, telling Lawler, let's get in there and let's get after it. Backed onto the ropes. It's Sweetan in front. Oh, and Lawler ducks underneath and Lawler reaches up there and slaps him, and he better run. He better run because Bob Sweetan, 285 pounds, gets hold of him. There won't be much of Jerry Lawler left. Lawler staying outside the ring. Referee counting. Lawler still staying outside the ring. Sweetan moving back so that Lawler can get in. I don't know that Lawler really wants to get in there. Remember, he's claiming what he did to Andy Kaufman. Andy Kaufman weighed 140 pounds. Sweetan weighs 285 pounds. Sweetan comes out of the ring chasing Kaufman, chasing Lawler. Lawler bails out also. Well. Well, Lawler saying he knows the rules. Those are open hand blows. Those are open hand blows that he was throwing at Bob Sweetan. Lawler outside the ring talking on a microphone to the crowd. He's already got the crowd stirred up. He's got Bob Sweetan stirred up. Lawler refusing to come into the ring. Now he finally makes it. Jerry Lawler, the king from Memphis, Tennessee, against Bob Sweetan, Mr. Pile Driver out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's Sweetan backing Lawler into the corner. He pulls him out with a side headlock. Whoop, it looked like he was going to throw a punch, but Lawler blocked it. Sweetan keeps him in the corner again. This time Lawler gets out of there. Bob Sweetan, you can see the look on his face. He is really mad, and I can't blame him. Taking a few of those slaps from Jerry Lawler. In the corner, Sweetan in front. Lawler blocks it and throws a punch of his own. Well, Sweetan went for the punch, and he didn't get it as Lawler got that forearm up there and blocked it. Oh, Sweetan is mad. Lawler staying in the corner. Now the referee, Jack Howe, says bring it out. Sweetan walking over towards Lawler. Now Lawler comes out of the corner. They lock up, and coming out with a side headlock is the king, Jerry Lawler. Holds on to that side headlock. Really locks it on tight. Sweetan gets a forearm up on the side of the neck of Lawler now. Sweetan blocks the punch, and there's a punch that sends Lawler down into the corner. Oh, and he gets out of there and he bails out in a hurry. Sweetan just turned the tables on him that time. Lawler went for the punch. Sweetan got that forearm up, blocked it, laid one in there on Lawler, and Lawler went down, and finally out underneath the bottom rope, he went onto the floor. Sweetan signaling to the crowd that he used an open hand, but I don't think he knows it. Outside on the apron, Jerry Lawler talking to the referee. And I think Lawler's saying it was no open hand, it was a punch. And Sweetan says no open hand. Lawler now comes in between the ropes. Lawler staying away from Sweetan at this point in the match. Lawler backed into the corner, puts his in underneath that rope. Referee counts him back in. Well, so far, Jerry Lawler has been evading Bob Sweetan. Lawler wants a hook up, and Sweetan does. Lawler with a kick, Sweetan with a kick. Down goes Lawler. Oh. Jerry Lawler gets another kick from Bob Sweetan. There's another one. Sweetan going for the pile driver quickly. And Lawler goes for the ropes, and he ties his legs up in those ropes. He doesn't want Sweetan to get anything on him. And here comes Lawler back outside the ring. So Bob Sweetan going for the first pile driver of the night was blocked by Jerry Lawler as Lawler grabbed the ropes with his legs, tied himself up, got a referee, Jack Howe, to give him a break.
You know where I come from, where we wrestle civilized, like the pile driver is an illegal hold.
Well, Lawler complaining about the pile driver, says where he comes from, the pile driver is an illegal hold. Well, Mr. Lawler should have looked at the rules when he came into this ring, because the pile driver is not an illegal hold here.
You come here to fight or shoot off your mouth.
Well, Sweetan feels about like the crowd does. He just asked Lawler, did he come here to fight or to shoot off his mouth? And all he's been doing lately is shooting off his mouth. So Lawler now finally gets up on the apron. Lawler walking away from Sweetan. Sweetan has him in the corner, but he doesn't go in after him. Now the referee says, come out of there and let's get after it. Lawler staying in the corner. The referee is getting mad at the king, Jerry Lawler, and I don't blame him. Now here comes Lawler back outside the ring again, and Lawler's leaving. Lawler is leaving. He looked like he was going back to the dressing room. He is complaining about something that the referee is saying to him, and all I can figure out is Jack Howe's telling him to come on, get out of that corner, let's fight. Here he goes back to the mic. He's wanting a real referee. Well, Lawler wanting another referee. I don't believe he's going to get it. Jerry Lawler staying away from Bob Sweetan. What has been billed as a match of the pile driver versus the pile driver. Sweetan has gone for one pile driver so far, and it was blocked by Lawler. Other than that, there hasn't been too much. Uh-oh, that was close to the eyes. Lawler getting that thumb or the fingers close to the eye area. You can see Sweetan dazed back into the corner, sitting on that bottom rope. Lawler going after him in the corner. Lawler reaches in, grabs Sweetan, puts him down on the mat. With the fist, he misses. As Sweetan got out from underneath, he's going for the pile driver again, and Lawler pushes him back into the corner. So Jerry Lawler quickly getting Sweetan back in the corner. Now Sweetan kicks him down. Bob Sweetan with the boot, putting it to Jerry Lawler. So far, Lawler has been unable to go for the pile driver against Sweetan. Sweetan holding on to that left arm. Sweetan puts a twist in that left arm. Elbow into the left arm of the King, Jerry Lawler. All of it being done by Bob Sweetan. Ring announcer announces 10 minutes have gone by in this match. Sweetan holding on to that left arm. Oh, does he have it twisted up tight? Jerry Lawler moving around. Throws a punch and he lands it on the jaw of Bob Sweetan, and he goes in after him and stays on top of him. Jerry Lawler now the aggressor as he goes after Bob Sweetan. Throwing a left, another left, lays him on the jaw of Sweetan, and there's a right, and down goes Bob Sweetan. Jerry Lawler, high in the air he goes and drops a knee across the chest of Bob Sweetan. Lawler grabbing the hair. Throws a punch that was very close to the throat. Lawler proud of himself now. Let's see if the King goes for the pile driver. Here he goes. Oh, and Sweetan flips him off. The King, Jerry Lawler, made his first move for the pile driver, and Bob Sweetan just flipped him right over his back. Sweetan now with a punch. Bob Sweetan going after Jerry Lawler, and a big boot there puts Lawler on the mat. An elbow smash from Sweetan. He's got him down for a count of 2. Oh, that was close. Sweetan taking Lawler, lays him on the ropes, whips him across the ring, cuts him back with that elbow, and down goes Jerry Lawler. Another elbow smash by Sweetan. Lawler kicks out. Sweetan grabs the hair, brings the King, Jerry Lawler, up. Oh, what an uppercut that was, and that sent Lawler back to the mat. Sweetan reaching in, has him up for a beautiful back suplex. Oh, and he went right into the ropes. The King, Jerry Lawler, is covered up by Sweetan. Here's the count. It is up. A leg over that bottom rope. I don't believe it was a 3 count, as Lawler had the leg over the bottom rope. 2 count. I thought the referee gave him 3, but Lawler did have a leg over the bottom rope. There's another back suplex. Sweetan trying to keep him from rolling around. He's got him covered up again, and this time it's 3. This time I believe it was 3. Lawler has got a leg over that bottom rope. Let's see if the referee is gonna... Oh no. I don't believe he's going to award the match to Sweetan. He isn't. Now, there's no doubt about that. From my position here at the arena, it looked like that leg went over the bottom rope after the 3 count. Now, Lawler gets a knee up in there. He's got Sweetan down. Lawler using the rope for leverage. He got the 3 count. Jerry Lawler using the rope for leverage has got the 3 count on Sweetan. Now, Sweetan comes back at him for the pile driver. He drops him on his head. Oh, this crowd is going crazy. Listen to this crowd. They want Sweetan to do it again. Sweetan is up on that middle rope. Lawler is down, suffering from the pain that has been brought to him by that pile driver by Bob Sweetan, and Sweetan is leaving the ring.
Clowns Killer Brooks. His opponent in this match, ladies and gentlemen, from Morgan's Corner, Arkansas, weighing 625 pounds, Haystack Calhoun.
Ladies and gentlemen, Haystack Calhoun making his appearance now into the arena here at the Cincinnati Gardens. Killer Brooks meeting the giant man from Morgan's Corner, Arkansas. Killer Brooks does not have with him at ringside his Palestinian manager, the Brain, Eddie Creechman, and already the bell is asked for. Killer Brooks wraps his coat around the neck of Haystack Calhoun. The break is called for. Calhoun's down on one knee. Killer Brooks, a very vicious wrestler. He's rated right up there as a contender for the United States Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. What a tremendous rise to fame, and now he takes the chain of Haystack Calhoun and puts it across the neck of Stacks. Killer Brooks starting a vicious attack on Haystack Calhoun from the opening bell, ladies and gentlemen. The referee is trying to get the hold broken up. And now Haystack Calhoun comes through with a couple of rights to the ear. And finally, Killer Brooks lets go. Calhoun hangs on to his good luck charm, the horseshoe. And Killer Brooks decides to get out of the ring. But the fans are right there, calling Crazy Brooks, Crazy Brooks. Side headlock, a right to the forehead. And now Haystack Calhoun using his weight and brute strength. And Killer Brooks is drug into the turnbuckles. Another arm drag now by Haystack Calhoun, ladies and gentlemen. Now Haystack Calhoun with that fist double up, the right one, and he picks. He's dragging with the beard of Killer Brooks. That was kind of a pile driver right on the top of the head of Brooks, and it put him down. And now Brooks rakes across the eyes of Calhoun, digs into the eyes of Haystacks. Coming down hard with that elbow right across the back of the neck. Calhoun goes down to one knee, and now with that elbow on the side of the face. The referee is talking to Killer Brooks about using that elbow that's all padded. It's supposed to be so sore and so injured. And yet he continues to pound at the side of the jaw of Haystack Calhoun. And now a fist into the forehead. Once again, that elbow comes down hard on the back of the neck of Haystack Calhoun. The fans are calling Crazy Brooks. Brooks' head's thrown into the turnbuckle. Once again, and again. And now a vicious right on the side of the neck. Haystack Calhoun wrestling barefooted as always. Arm drag into the ropes. And he picks him up in a vicious bear hug. And Brooks rakes his hand across the eyes of Haystack Calhoun. Calhoun kicking now at the chest. Brooks on his canvas, on his back. And now 621 pounds setting on the chest of Killer Brooks. Brooks is able to roll out. Killer Brooks adjusting the brace that's on his elbow. Haystack Calhoun goes for his good luck charm, the horseshoe with a chain. Brooks decides it's time to get out on the apron. He doesn't want any part of that chain, that's for sure. And now Haystack Calhoun puts that chain down in his overalls. And if Brooks decides to punch the stomach, he's going to have a sore fist. Arm drag into the ropes. Oh, and he decided to kick. And he hit the good luck charm, the horseshoe. Much to the delight of the fans here at the Cincinnati Gardens. Killer Brooks throws that elbow once again into the head of Haystack Calhoun. Getting ready for the elbow smash across the back of the neck. Ladies and gentlemen, while all of this action continues at the Cincinnati Gardens, we're going to break for this commercial message. Don't go away. Elbow smash across the back of the neck with that braced elbow. Haystack sitting on the mat. Puts his foot into the jaw of Calhoun. Referee starts the count, must break at the count of 3. And I'll tell you, these referees here in Cincinnati are quick on their disqualifications. Also, the wrestlers must be very cautious. Brooks on the floor now, applying pressure to the neck of Haystack Calhoun.
How many times do you have to count?
And now Brooks goes for the rope. He puts the rope that is around the ring here in Cincinnati, around the neck of Haystack Calhoun. Referee now trying to help Calhoun, relieving the pressure of that rope on the neck of Stacks. Now Brooks back into the ring, continues his pounding at Haystack Calhoun.
Oh, you chicken, you chicken, you're chicken, you're chicken.
All right, to the midsection, now to the jaw by Haystack Calhoun on Killer Brooks. Haystack Calhoun getting infuriated now. That double up fist is going in hard on the neck muscles of Killer Brooks. Now Brooks covering the nose, cutting off the air supply of Haystack Calhoun. That was a punch right in the nose. An elbow smash across the back of the neck once again by Brooks. Haystacks hangs on to that top rope. Continues to punch away. And now Calhoun coming back with some rights. What's happening? Both going out on the apron now. Haystack Calhoun and Killer Brooks out on the apron. Killer Brooks gets back in now, and Calhoun is draped on the apron. Oh no! Brooks comes down hard on the shoulder and neck of Haystack Calhoun. What a vicious move by Killer Brooks. What's the count? Ladies and gentlemen, Killer Brooks did a vicious move, and the bell's going to be sounded, ladies and gentlemen, as Killer Brooks put that vicious elbow on Haystack Calhoun. And ladies and gentlemen, it appears as though Haystack Calhoun has been counted out of the ring, and he's now picking himself up very slowly.